So I will try to do a quick tutorial on how I get my trainer cards made, and the likes I use on Reddit. Well, first off, I got the template from DeviantArt, a user named khfant, if I spell that correctly. He or she has made these cards, or these templates, in different colored versions, in red, blue, some pinkish, violet and yellow. I will go over how I made these cards so that they look like this when they're done, so that you can have your team here with the names, the badges and everything. And as well how to change the colors on this. So at first I use Gimp as my standard program. If you have it, of course you can use Photoshop. It shouldn't be too much difference, but as I've never used Photoshop, I really can't give you tips on that one. So as I said, I use Gimp. First I loaded the template into my program. As you see here, you only have this one level. As you want to change the colors of the template, you should do this at this stage, as it's the easiest. You can go to colors and either the second one or the third one. And the second one, you can choose which color you want to alter and play with this sliders, which not always works how I want it to. You can change it like this, which alters all those colors, or you can choose to alter just the red tone, for example. As I need a card for my black run next, I will try to make this one red magenta, as this card is clearly all red. You have to work with the red one. As you see, altering the other colors won't work at all. As I said, I want to make it for my black run, so the best thing I can do is turn saturation and lightness, oh god, I missed the term here, down, so I get a whole black card. Can make a whole white card as well. It's a bit of shame, this one, but can't help it. It's from the template. I will edit it out later. It's not part of this tutorial. So now, as you see, I had a red card. Now I have a black card. Okay. I'll take this. Now next thing is that I want to duplicate this level. And as you see, it's right clicking and you have this option, duplicate level. So I have this twice. Now it's easier to name them. So I will go with template and overlay, as this one will be the base and this one is the part which one I'm actually working. Next thing we need is to get these windows like transparent, so I can put the pictures between those two, so that we have this look without much work. Of course you can take your pictures and put them in here and work around it, erasing parts, but it's just more work than to do it this way. For that, you need to fill these windows with a color that isn't already part of your template for the best. So in most parts it's great to go with a bright neon green or a bright blue color. Now there's a problem with Gimp. You should note the hex number of this, which in this case is 4E FFOO. That's necessary for later, so I choose this color, click OK. The next part is filling out this once. Oh, that's perfect. Just make this. You have to go opacity on 100%, and this part, I don't know what's the English term here, as you clearly see. It's not my mother tongue, and I'm not using most programs in English, especially not ones I'm not working professionally with. So this is the one where you have to play around with. It basically tells the program up to which point it should fill colors similar to the one you clicked on. So 15 seems to be a good way to go with this template, as I guess I used this one for my cards as well. And as you see, now when I click into this window, which has these nice dark borders around it, and I click on the slightly lighter part in the middle, it perfectly fills only this window with this bright green. You make the same with all these 6 fields. That's the one where your team will come in later. This one is okay, just let it be there. It's part of this Pokeball icon thingy. Next thing we need is to get the screen parts transparent. So we will go to level and transparency, color to transparency, and this is the part where we need the hex number. You click on this white, so you get into this menu where you once again can pick a color, and the easiest thing is that you put the 4EFFOO here, click on OK, and now it should go this way, and here you see why you should try to get a color which is not part of this card, because it completely kills all this. So now our overlay is a nice dark violet tone, which is bad because we want it like this. At least for a black color it's not so hard to get it black again. Hey, hello? Maybe it is. Well, even that's no problem, because if you want to have a color that's not possible to get with the method I showed earlier, you can use just the filling tool and just put the opacity down. Just need to experiment a bit with how high it actually. I mean, it's a really nice color. I would like to use it this way, just because it really looks fantastic. And this thing is well, it's not the one I wanted. So let's go back here, change this bright green to hello, Hello? Oh, that's a problem. To white, for example. Sometimes you can't avoid it to take out a color that's part of the background. So you need to get as close as you can to your template color. Where it is, colors level here, color to transparency. So now we will try it with white. But you see it gets a transparency level on this black one too, but it doesn't alter the color itself. So now we have, what is this? I think I could put this a bit better. Well, of course, won't work the moment I want to show it off. So, if you have cases like this, where it just don't want to fit the color neatly, you can put this high up. So now we need to zoom in a bit to get rid of this one. So where's the hard one? 1 pixel. Maybe a bit closer even, so it can work better with this. So I can just erase this little green thingy so it won't. Okay, so back to 100%. So as you see, we now have this overlay card and the template card. I can click on this one to make it invisible. So you see it's now darker black because of this overlay, with this nice grayish backgrounds here. It's like nearly perfect. Next thing we need, or we want, is just take in this greener names and stuff. We want to take a color that's already part of this. What is it? Ah. It's better to go a level deeper to put this. So now we can use like this text thing, and we can put here trainer name and then choose fonts and size and all this stuff. For the gender symbols, actually I copied them from Wikipedia. Just search for gender symbols and copy paste it into this one. So now to the bigger parts, like this background, trainer sprite stuff. I got most of my pictures from Bulbapedia, as I'm pretty sure you are allowed to use them for such purposes. I hope I'm not fully mistaken with this one. So no legal advice here. Even if I said I want to make this for black, or maybe I show you where to get them. So what's the Pokemon Black and White starting town? No, not Black and White. Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 starting town. That's what I need. Because I will make this Nuzlocke in Black and White 2. So Aspertia City. That's what I need. So I go to Bulbapedia. Well, that's my badges page. I don't want to change on that. Aspertia City. So we now have all this info stuff and blah blah, and normally there should be, yeah, one of the anime pictures here. They're absolutely not good, but they will do it. So I take this like far away picture, save it, and then I can put this picture into here. I can just drag and drop it here and would make it as a new level. So I try to get this part I want, alter the level so that actually click this on, so scale, just put it a bit here, and then I drop this level beneath this overlay, as everything on this card, like the trainer name and the badges, should be on the upper layer. Everything like this background, trainer sprites, Pokemon should be on a layer between this overlay and the template. So as you see, because of the transparency, we can see part of this. It's easy, we could either erase this, which would be a lot of work because it's such a big picture, or take this one, go to level and cut to yeah. So as you see, it cut all, but in this, oh my god, where are my words going today, really? So now we have this. Next part is searching for protagonists, so we got a trainer image. You don't need to use this, of course. If you are better in drawing than me, you really can draw your own trainer for this one. But as I said, I like to go with this official images. Like I haven't considered yet if to play as a female or a male trainer in Black and White 2. But like for this, I will go with Nate. So save this, put him into here. The nice thing is that they are already transparent layers on this when you take it from Bulbapedia. We should. Oh no, not this again. Okay. That happens because, yeah, it's not this whole level I selected. The selection is still from what I did before. So I will go to selection, nothing. And now I can scale down this perfectly. So I will put him into here a bit so that his feet are off, to make it more look like he's standing on this cliff here, which you can't see. And now I will show you, like, we can change size of this brush and erase his feet down here. Perfect. So now he's standing there. And like it's the same with the badges, but of course you put them on the upper layer. Now I will go over how I put this Pokemon in, because that's a bit of more work than the rest. Like this crossbones are another upper layer thing. I got them from a free picture site on the internet. It's, I guess you can easily draw them yourself. So so now we try to put in one Pokemon. I should have some Pokemon pictures here, like the one I will just take this egg. It should be fine. So like you've seen here, you can alter this, and in the size you can, oh, you should put it between the overlay and the template, of course. And you can erase parts, you can cut it down to some sizes and stuff. But what's important, if you want to have it looking it clean, you need this ones. It's like little name tags that are one color, so I can write in another color on top of it, so it looks just cleaner. Of course, you can write the name here just over it as well, but it doesn't look good. I mean, I can show you what I mean on one of the champion cards, like this one. As you see, it's really hard to read and it doesn't look that good. It's just better to have it this way. So what we do here is we take one of those colors, we click on the lowest layer again, and then the color choosing thingy, this one, and we try to pick out the lightest color here, like this. As you see, when I take this, it will change the color here, and now we use this one again, and we draw a little rectangle here, and then we go to the filling. We have selected this color, opacity on 100%, and now we can fill up just this selection here. This selection here. Yeah, it's right. It's just because I was. And now we will go to this one. Here. We copy this. I hope that it's right now. And then we put it in as a new level. So we have it here. Should put it this. Right. Oh no, of course. Here. Yeah, my bad. So we need to stay in this selection, of course. Then we copy this part, just colored, and put it back in as a new level, so that we have this gray bar here. And now we can drag this over here nicely, and then we put it in as a new level again, and we can put it here, and so on. It's just really always the same until you have all 6 name tags here. I would highly recommend to name them, like I took a name tag 1, name tag 2. The reason I do this is because you got well, a lot of parts going on this side, so you won't you won't got them confused. So now you have this tags. If you want to get them oh yeah, you should go selection nothing. To get them a little transparent, you can choose this opacity here, so you can turn this a bit down. As you see the background, or you can just go all the way up like it was before. And then you want to name your Pokemon. Here you have to play a bit around with colors to see what matches. I would say that black will be absolutely okay in this case. So I draw another text bar there, and I just call it egg because it hasn't hatched yet. Put up the right size. And now the thing, I would leave this as another level right over this name tag thingy, so I can move it around, center it more, put it up, down, just like I want it. And if I want to alter the names, I can just use the text, click on this, click back into here, and just put another name in. Yeah, that is likely everything I have to say about this. And just yeah, of course, you shouldn't save your template as a picture, because it's hard to edit it after you saved it as a picture, as you want to keep your layers intact. So, like, Gimp only lets you save as these Gimp files, which you can open and then edit later. So if you want to save it, just go on to save or save as, put in a name like trainer card black, and you see, like, this is the Gimp. And I don't know if it's actually even for Photoshop. So you can save it, and it's like these thingies here. And if you want to save it as a picture, to upload it anywhere, you just have to go to export or export as, like trainer card black, PNG, JPEG, whatever you want. I would recommend PNG or JPEG. And it's clearly no GIF. GIF? How do you say it? Yeah, I will just look at one of the older projects. I personally just do this thing. Oh, that's wrong. That's the wrong thing. This is what I wanted. Do all these steps just once and use my already done templates to alter the colors and stuff, because it's much easier. Yeah, what you see here is, like, I grayed out the dead companions. That's actually pretty easy to do. Like, you search for the picture you have, like in this case Psyduck, and then you have the opacity of this layer, and you set it to 50, so as you see, and you use colors and contrast, and set down the contrast to not contrast, saturation, of course, saturation, and all the way down to -100, so you get this nice grayed out. Just hope that isn't a bad omen, because, well, he is my best Pokemon in this run up to this point, so I quickly will make it more colorful. So I hope that you understand what I wanted, even so some words were gone and some words were clearly used wrong. There is no way I want to be any professional with this. It's just to try to give you guys an idea on how to work with this and how to make these trainer cards, because I got asked quite often in the last few days. So have fun, experiment a bit with it. Like this card is from the same DeviantArt user. I guess it was the champion card.